Hi there, I'm Jala and I hate society. Everything about it, from participating in my community all the way to going outside, gives me the chills. So, what better way to spend my society-free life than playing video games? Like Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is a game where you build up a community from nothing. A simple concept, yet there's always something that draws me back, and I think I'm starting to like this whole society thing now. Whenever someone's first introduced to Animal Crossing, the first thing they ask is, what do you do? And to that I say, I don't know. Yeah, that's a tough one. Since the beginning, the series has never really had any sort of end goal. So why do so many people come back to this game time and time again? If you ask me, it all comes down to the sense of progression each game has. But we'll get into that later. First, let's give a big lesson in history. Rumors of a new Animal Crossing game go back as far as a year after New Leaf came out, when Animal Crossing Plaza was released on Wii U, and scientists are still trying to figure out this game's purpose to this day. This game with a question mark essentially boiled down to, you find Animal Crossing Villager, you post about Animal Crossing Villager on Miiverse. Okay. Of course, this didn't stop rumors that this was the testing grounds for the next big HD Animal Crossing game. And in 2015, that very game came out. Finally, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. Maybe I should read over the script before getting my hopes up. Needless to say, this wasn't really what people were expecting after 3 years without news on a proper new Animal Crossing game, and the gameplay of Amiibo Festival essentially boiled down to a Mario Party clone. Okay, but there's no minigames. Why? And you had to buy an amiibo for each character you wanted to play. Why? Yeah, it was clear the game was a total cash grab, and because of that, it went down as a modern classic loved by millions across the entire world. I can't say that with a straight face. After that came and went, there was 3 years of silence until... That's right, a brand new Animal Crossing game coming to the Switch. There was nothing new shown off, but that's honestly all we needed at the time. And at E3 2019, the game got a full unveiling, and it was clear that this game was going to be a massive leap forward for the franchise in just about every way. But although it's no Amiibo Festival, it's only fair we go ahead and give the game a try. Beginning this game, you'll soon realize that Animal Crossing has a very unique take on progression. Everything works under a real-life clock, and it gives a sense of time that no other franchise has really achieved in the past. If you try and go to the shop at 3 in the morning, it's gonna be closed. Villagers have their own sleep cycles, and if you're gonna build a shop, house, or bridge, it's gonna take until the next real-life day to be constructed. It always gives you something to look forward to every time you hop back on the game. Oh man, I can't wait to see my natural incline tomorrow, it's gonna be so cool! You're gonna be starting out in this completely barren island with a puny little tent, and your first day on the island is gonna give you just a tiny little taste of what the game has to offer. You're gonna be given the bare minimum with a couple crafting recipes, you won't be able to access the majority of your town, and there's only gonna be a couple villagers living there. You essentially have nothing. But you come back the next day and bam, you'll be able to cross rivers. Bam, you'll be building a shop. And bam, you'll be raising funds to build a bridge. And before you know it, you'll be living in a full house, you'll be able to fully explore your town, and it feels so satisfying. No other Animal Crossing game has gone this far with the progression. Each past entry felt like you're moving into an already established community, but this game, you built that shop. You convinced those villagers to move in, for better or for worse. You truly feel like everything you get is yours, and that's what sets it apart from the rest of the franchise. This game also feels like it has the most game in the franchise. Like, some players might want to relax and meet cute villagers and jitters. Others might treat the game as the biggest collectathon challenge, which, good luck to those people, there is a lot to see. My personal favorite things to collect are the bugs and fish, and there are a lot of them. It's just so fun to watch your museum grow and see more life in it as you go. Of course, there's other things to collect like clothing, crafting recipes, and furniture, and if you want all of that, it's gonna take a while. You might also be here to design your dream town, and there's been no other game in this series that has so many tools at your disposal to make your island feel truly unique. You got things like fencing, paths, cliffs, and waterfalls that allow you to show off your creative ability in a way that is completely new to the franchise. Never before have you been able to make towns this detailed, and it's gotta be my favorite part of this game. You can put a scooter outside. What more do you need? As an example of the amount of detail you can get in this game, my town is split into 3 separate areas: the city, the village, and the wilderness. If you had told me that the next game would have all these features during the New Leaf era, I would not believe you for a second. One of the biggest new gameplay additions has to be the crafting. Clearly taking notes from games such as Minecraft, the crafting in this game allows you to create things like tools and furniture at the cost of materials. It all adds a bit to the gameplay loop. With resource gathering and crafting added to the mix, it shakes things up just enough to feel fresh, but not too radically different. And the whole resource gathering aspect gives things like trees and rocks a bit more of a purpose instead of just, being there. The next big feature are Nook Miles, and these things are such a genius way to keep you playing the game. You can think of Nook Miles as a small achievement for doing tasks around your town. Anything from chopping wood to talking to your villagers to even just progressing through the game. I mean, you could get them for just about anything. Like, I could stub my toe. 200 Nook Miles is 200 Nook Miles. Each time you complete one of these achievements, you're given a few hundred, or if you're lucky, a few thousand miles, which can be exchanged for a multitude of things: crafting recipes, hairstyles, debt evasion, inventory space, money laundering, furniture. You know, your essentials. It gives you smaller goals to do throughout the day that I never really knew I needed. One of the main selling points of this game is the freedom that it offers, and boy do they deliver. This game opens up in such a way that no other game in the past has. You have so many options to make whatever town you want. Like I mentioned, you have rivers, cliffs, and waterfalls, but you can also build bridges and ramps to make navigation a whole lot easier. And unlike other Animal Crossing games, you can place any furniture outside and not just inside. That opens up so many possibilities for what kind of town you want to make. And whenever a new villager moves in, you get to choose where their house will be built instead of them just moving in wherever they like. This makes building more organized towns a much more manageable feat and less of a headache. And even if you aren't happy with where they live, you can always have them move somewhere else, which is really handy, by the way. Shops too. Instead of every town having all the shops in the same general location, you're given the task to choose a spot for each one of them, which allows you to make your own little shopping district, or if you want, you can spread them out. But the single biggest way this game gives you freedom is through the landscaping app. Initially, the only thing it'll allow you to do is place down paths, which already is a huge step up in making your town look like, you know, a town. But afterwards, you get access to terraforming, which allows you to make any layout imaginable. In every other Animal Crossing game, you were given your town's layout and there was nothing you could do about it. But now with terraforming, the sky is truly the limit. Or I guess the third layer. Each and every one of these new features are absolutely going to become mainstays in Animal Crossing games going forward. Because without these, the next game would feel like a total downgrade. One thing new to this game that we still don't know a whole lot about is going to be the updates. This game is taking the Splatoon approach and updating the game from time to time with new events and features. And so far, the only update we've gotten added Red with his artwork and Leaf with the new bushes. The possibilities are honestly limitless with what could be added. As of the time I'm recording this, most of the speculation is on the return of the cafe and the addition of farming, which, please Nintendo, please, I'm begging you. Overall, this is the perfect game if you just want to sit back, relax, and chill. But it has sparked something inside of me. I'm now your #1 society activist, and for the first time in 15 years, I'm going to go outside.